welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing my very first reaction video, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, time to put these headphones on. Yes, I have cat headphones. I think that's mostly all I have, so here they are. Cat glory. Alright, let's start this.
I don't like going to family reunions. Not anymore. Why? Because I'm not very social in the first place, and because my family's full of creepy old men. We only meet everyone a few times a year, sometimes near the holidays, someone's birthday, or the occasional funeral. Even so, it's the same thing over and over again. I'm not particularly close with anyone outside of my immediate family members. We all live in separate states, and most of them are too old to travel that often. Health conditions and such. But when we do get together, I dread every single second of it. You see, my mom and dad forced me to socialize. I'm not allowed to go off on my own into a separate room until it's time to leave. Their eyes are always on me. I can't escape even if I want to. Out of everyone I know in my family, the only...
Were you guys not allowed to go off into a different room when you would see your grandparents? Because we were allowed to. I don't know why you wouldn't be allowed to do something else. I'm waiting for this to get exciting though. Sorry, my reactions aren't that crazy yet.
The person I try to avoid as much as possible is my grandfather. A 72-year-old man whose romantic and sometimes sexual interests go too far. I sit as far away from him as possible. I don't talk with him, I don't walk past him, I don't even look or breathe in his direction. That's how much he creeps me out. I dislike him, very much so. So when I see him at parties and reunions, I'm less than amused. One of the reasons why I dislike him so much is because one time, when I was going over to a table to get some more food, he was there. Just standing, looking around at everyone. I'm guessing to see if he knew anyone, which I don't know how he wouldn't. It's his family, but whatever. I was polite and said hello to him since he was still my grandfather. He just nodded and gave me that cute old man smile that they usually give. When I had turned my back, he reached over and squeezed my butt real quick before walking away. I was so mad that I didn't do anything at first, but I had a plate of food in one hand and a cup in the other. I just felt really vulnerable all of a sudden and
Who would punch your grandpa in the face? Me. Be like, the fuck you? I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Pew, pew, pew. Nah, not chill. Ew. By the way, your grandpa grabbing your butt? That's just gross.
sat down for a while. That was just one of the multiple instances I had with him.
She should have thrown that cup of coffee in his face, actually. That's what you should have done, girl. What the hell you doing?
The second one was my grand-aunt's funeral. Pretty inappropriate, but hold on a second. I'm not going to get into religion that much, but my grand-aunt was Christian, so we held her service in a church. I was sitting in the pews, at the back of course. My mom was sitting next to me and my dad next to her. Sometime through the service, my grandfather had wrapped an arm around my shoulders and pulled me closer to him. An innocent gesture to onlookers, a sweet old grandpa comforting his mourning grandchild, right? Well, there's a different side to it than most people think. Even though it looked all cutesy and sweet, his hand was resting on my chest. I don't mean in the center where nothing was. I mean on my chest. I wanted to get up and leave, but it was a few...
No. This girl needs to hit him. Or, like, scream. Or something. Like, hello? Your grandfather's sexually harassing you everywhere? At a funeral? Why? Why? What is that? That's disgusting. Like, the family reunion was enough, but at a funeral, I mean, the disrespect is real here.
Funeral, I couldn't just get up and walk out, so I just attempted to pull myself away from him. He tried to hold me there, but I did stomp my foot on his. I just so happened to wear heels that day.
Good job.
He did let go of me after that and didn't touch me in the rest of the service, including at the burial. After a few weeks, I did come out to my parents and told them about the times he had disregarded my personal boundaries. My mom and dad both indirectly blamed me and justified his actions as him being an old man who appreciates young women's beauty. Yeah, that excuse would be okay if he wasn't doing it to his...
Okay. For reals, I don't know what is wrong with parents, but that's not chill. I've had this happen with one of my grandparents. He kind of, like, lost it for a little while. He didn't, like, grab me or anything, but he would, like, call me sexy and all this weird stuff. And I was like, I'm uncomfortable, this isn't chill. And you know, at first parents are like, oh, no. Well, yeah, I'm not telling you this to be rude. It's legit. It's creepy. Like, nah, it's not my fault that I exist. It's their fault for being nasty.
Blood-related granddaughter. Regardless whether he was an elder man or not, if he tried pulling any hunky-dory didgeridoo, he was going to catch some hands. Which, surprise, happened at my cousin's birthday party. The poor boy was turning 10, the big 10, or O if you're weird. Well, since it was such a milestone for him, reaching double digits, my aunt went all out for the party. I was there for the food and cake, and the piñata smashing, because all kids need some violence in their life to grow up healthy and strong. While they were busy doing whatever, I was in the corner chair, eating and minding my business. My grandfather came by and sat right next to me, even though there was a large couch across from me and another chair to the right of it. But anyways, he didn't have any food or drinks with him, he just decided to sit next to me for the hell of it. Which would have been cool had he not have kept staring at me. And I don't mean taking quick glances, I mean he was dead obvious. Even when I turned to look back at him, he didn't look away or seem embarrassed in the least. He was making his predatory habits more and more clear to everyone around. I asked him if he needed anything, because he actually hadn't said anything to me. He just went off about how I've grown so much and how my body has matured so much since he last saw me. Let's get this clear. I was 14 going on...
Let's get this clear. Your grandparents? Well, your grandma is fine if you're a girl. But your grandpa should never, ever notice how much you have matured or care that you've matured. That is disgusting. Especially blood-related. Ew, you are related by blood, you psycho. Like, what? If my grandparents ever, well, my grandpas, if any of my grandpas ever said that to me, I'd be like, what is wrong with you? Why would you even look at me like any kind of way other than like a little freaking girl? Because that's what I am to you forever and ever. Nah, this girl's too nice. She better do something cray.
15 at that time. So I was still going through puberty, technically. When he was done with his little speech, I got up and told him that the only hard and stiff thing he'd be using would be a cane after I knock his knees out if he ever tried touching me again.
That's what's up.
I may not have had parents who took this seriously, but I had a sister who did not play around when it came to herself and her limitations. After that, I did see less and less of him. Either he stopped coming to the family events or he started to avoid me like I did him. Instead of telling my parents, because I knew they wouldn't do anything to begin with, I told my sister. Well, it turns out she's never liked our grandfather either. She didn't like the way he looked at her, so she stayed away from him, and he never bothered her. Maybe he took a liking to me more than her. Besides that was close to 6 years ago, and he, my grandfather, is dead. Or died. Not that long ago. My parents want me to speak at his funeral, but I don't want to speak so highly of someone who, in reality, assaulted me multiple times.
Right.
If I refuse them, they'll get really salty and bitter, and I don't feel like dealing with that. But if I agree, I'm indirectly saying that what he did and said was okay, and it didn't affect my relationship with him. What do you think I should do? Should I speak at his funeral, or should I stay behind?
This girl should not speak at this funeral. Or she could be like, he was a dirty perv. Well, alright. This is my first reaction video. I don't know if I overreacted, underreacted, or reacted just right. I just reacted how I would react to these situations. Comment below, actually, if you guys have had a grandparent do this stuff to you. Because it happens, sadly, a lot. Like, it's gross. It's like, where does your brain go? Like, I've met a few even, like, friends, grandpas that are, like, I've had my, like, face caressed by one of my friends' grandpas. Like, real creep stuff. And, like, weird stuff. Just, yeah. I don't even know. Anyways, bam. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you would like to and see more stuff like this. I'm going to try to get good at this. But yeah, anyways, comment below. Let me know if you've been sadly sexually harassed by a grandparent, grandma or grandpa. I'm sure grandmas do it too. Maybe, probably, it's probably more cute, I guess, if a grandma does it. I don't really know. But y'all have to let me know. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!